So this video is for any of you who are not getting any likes on your YouTube videos, your Facebook videos, your Instagram videos. You're not getting any likes or engagement, and you're trying to figure out, like, should I even be doing this? And my hope is that this video comes off as like a little bit of encouragement. I don't want to be cliche. I want to be as make sense as possible in this video because that's how I like to receive information and feedback. Like, I like things to just kind of make sense. All right. So I want to start off by saying what an engagement actually is. Like, people are choosing to click a button while consuming your content. And years ago, that was a really good gauge because that behavior was new. You know, like watching a video and then liking it, that was a new behavior. And it made you it provided you some benefit years ago because when you liked something, it put that type of content back into your feed. But what happened over the years is these platforms realized that that really wasn't the best metric because people were gaming the system. So now a better metric is, well, how much has someone given from an indispensable standpoint? Like, how much indispensable resources did someone give? And that indispensable resource is time. So how much time did someone put towards consuming your content? That's the best gauge of trying to figure out whether or not this is the type of material that you would be interested in. So these platforms said, all right, well, you know what? I'm not going to care too much about likes and stuff with regards to how content would be shown. So on both ends, it doesn't serve the viewer to sit here and like everything because it doesn't help them, and it doesn't help the producer of the content because, like, it's not a very good gauge anyways. So what happened over the years was people started to not engage in that way. They stopped liking and loving everything, thinking that it's going to support their feed. But comments are still really good. Now, this is one of those things where, like, if you're a content creator or if you're a coach or a consultant and you want something that you could grapple onto, it's one of those things where you have to basically put yourself into a mindset to not care about those type of metrics anymore because it doesn't serve you. But it's hard not to care because we all, as people, we want to measure something. Right? We want some metric to measure. And when you take that type of stuff away from us, we tend to fall into this, well, you know what? If I'm not getting this, then I'm not going to do that. If I'm not going to get the likes, I'm not going to create more content. And I want to implore you to not fall into that trap. I can't tell you how many people I see or speak to or end up like coming across and like, man, I watch your videos. I watch your videos. Mind you, some of these people that say this, I know them, and I also know they don't be liking my videos. They don't like my videos. All right. I took a trip to Houston, Texas. I live in Orlando. I took a trip all the way out to Houston, Texas for Afrotech. And I'm at the conference, and me and a couple of friends went out to this restaurant. And mind you, the people at the restaurant, it was a little bit ways away. The server, okay? The server came up and, we just started talking. And the server was like, I think I've watched your videos. In your videos, don't you have like a background where it's like blue and red? And I was like, yeah, I do have a background. I do. My background is blue and red in my videos. And it's funny because how random was that? Mind you, I don't have the numbers to think that I could randomly be chosen or thought of as like an influencer. I don't have the numbers, but people are still seeing my content. So I want to tell you, like, you can create as if you are sort of journaling. Create so that you're able to, like, at least document what it is that you're learning, the lessons that you're learning, so that one day, either now or even later, people will be served by it. And if you're currently not getting the algorithm to push traffic to your content, you can still use that video or that content in many other ways as well. You can embed it on your blog. You can share it in a Medium article. You can embed it in different things. When you're having conversations with people, you could put it inside of your DMs. You could incorporate it in your email marketing. I mean, there's a plethora of other ways you could use this content that you're recording outside of just crossing your fingers and hoping that the algorithm gods come and show your content to the right people. All right, so I'm recording this from a webcam. This is a webcam. This isn't even a DSLR camera. It's not I have a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's not that. It's not my phone. I have a Samsung Fold. It's not a flagship phone or a crazy. I'm recording this from a webcam. Okay, so at this point, I don't think any of us have any excuses. We need to be out here doing what we can to, one, provide that flavor of content to an audience, and then two, we need to do what we can to start documenting lessons that we're learning so that the right people are consuming it, so that they don't have to use experience to learn the lessons that we've already learned. This helps people with accelerating life, and more so accelerating results.